Greetings, NCCRS fans around the world. Welcome to race number 2 at Armory Digital Speedway here in Washington. Excuse me. On the pole is going to be our friend Monster here in the Mountain Dew 33. Zach, obviously I wasn't here for the first race, is going to be joining me as my co-commentator as Bradley Ream had something to do. We wish Ream the best in all his endeavors. Zach, interesting, I wasn't here the first race. You're going to kind of take the lead here for the recap the first race for me. What do you expect here at Armory Digital Speedway? The first time in a season where we're starting off back-to-back super speedway races could even the playing field a little more.
Yeah, certainly. The first race was a little bit more closed. A lot of guys were racing clean. I don't think we're going to see the same thing here today. Race 2, there's a lot more room on the racetrack to do a lot more racing. Probably going to see some guys. I don't know. We're just going to see a lot of aggression, I think, but only time will tell. But certainly, this is not Daytona. This track's a little bit bigger and a lot wider than Daytona, leaving room for almost 5-wide racing. And that's just something I have to watch out for. But other than that, Pox Kozart won last week, was able to hold off the 24. Dodge looking for another win today. So we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, Pox Kozart on the Dodge holding off Truly Money last week, as Zach said. Let's go to our top 10 starting lineup here. Zach, give us a little rundown as Monster is on pole, as we said.
Yeah, we got Monster on pole, then starting second to 83 of Thunder 24 fan. He made the championship 4 last season. Unfortunately, did not get the title for the NCCRS title. Calogero in the 43, starting third, right next to Rubinho Gonzalez.
Rubino Gonzalez?
Yeah, and then Kello, he did well last season in his rookie debut, or his rookie season, and hopes to repeat that in that number 43. And then Rubino was running for Red Bull Racing in the number 26 past couple seasons. Was very successful, 2 wins a year on average, and now he's in the 00 for Wild Wolf Motorsports. Hoping him to do some well there. Caden Williams starting 5th. He migrated down from the Cup Series, just wasn't really performing well. Decided to move down to the NCCRS, try to find some success here. So best of luck to him. Some Dan running his 3rd season. He didn't have a great race last race, and he's trying to get a good run going today. Running a Dodge Challenger in 6th. Starting 7th, Alex Tanker in the 85. Yet to make his name known in the top part of the field, so hoping to do that soon. And rookie Potato Boy, I think one of the few rookies who got in the top 5 or top 10 really, or Monster and a few other guys towards the back. He's going to try to get his stuff going. And then starting in 9th is Shred in the 73 Walmart Ford for Ronnie Racing. Yeah, he's in the 2nd season. And then starting 5th to round up our top 10 is Craig Cockris, rookie entry for Roach Racing.
Thank you, Zach, for a top 10 rundown. Let's go to some keys in the race here with Zach and I are going to discuss. Zach, what would you say, considering this race has really no pit stops, it's really going to be a spread, 29 laps. What would you say if you're someone starting in the mid-pack? Let's highlight someone in the mid-pack, let's say 11th through 20th. Pick a guy in the 11th through 20th. What would you say the mindset would be, considering we know Armory Digitals tend to be shuffly, but we do know that these Xfinity cars can be a little bit air blocky towards the end of the race as the pack's lower.
Well, really, if you're in the mid-pack, just make sure you're not in the wrong place, the wrong time in the beginning of the race or anywhere in the race, and just make sure everything goes your way and you don't wreck out. So you got to make sure you get that part done, and then after that, just try to really just stay out of trouble till the end. And once the end comes around, just make sure you're where you need to be and try to contend for the win.
42 of the best tier up-and-comers trying to make it happen here at Armory Digital Super Speedway. And as Zach said, before you can finish first you must finish. Expect a lot of moving and dicing. Obviously, we got a lot of people with inexperience levels that are varying from rookies, like Zach said, to third-year guys, and as well as having Daytona under your belt, a different type of super speedway. We'll see how it plays out. But for now, let's get to the command.
Drivers, start your engines!
Command has been given. Engines are about to fire up. Our pace car down the backstretch here will lead them off, as we're expecting 29 laps of greatness here at Armory Digital Super Speedway. If you thought Daytona was wild, we're talking a little bit more solid banking here in the 3 and 4, as you can see from that camera shot. And as Zach said, It's all about just trying to be a race of survival today. It's not about winning the race in lap 1, but you sure can lose it if you go 4 or 5 wide. Zach, real quick before we get to the green, we saw him practice a couple wrecks. What would you say is the big danger zone? Which turn will it be today?
Really, turn 3 and 4 looks like everyone's being the most aggressive, and then the front stretch is also a place to watch.
All right, that's for the fans out there. So if you're watching this race, wherever you are in the world, watch out for turn 3 and 4. That's Zach's clue right there. And definitely 1 and 2. We'll see how it goes. 29 laps of action. We will have some spotter cams today. We'll definitely try to give you guys a bird's eye view. Many camera shots, as Zach does a great thing. You see the little Pepsi logo back there, but this is the NCCRS. Here we go into the front stretch here as they enter the restart zone, the Xbox restart zone. Monster's going to bring him down here to lead us to the green. He's in the restart zone. Pace car is off. And we are green flag racing here at Armory Digital Super Speedway. Let's start with Monster right there. Thunder fan's going to start to pull a little bit. Jero underneath will stay tucked in with Monster as he looks to block. We go into turn 2 now as Zach will take coverage.
Yeah, it looks like 25 Caden Williams looking to take quick advantage up there, as we already see quite a lot of guys going 3, 4 wide. See some skid marks there from some of the instances we had in practice. But yeah, already guys antsy to get up front and get to the lead. And every lap led is 1 point, so I'm sure guys are keeping that in mind for this lap here.
Yeah, they're definitely getting up to speed fast. Here comes Shred with Vince Freeze looking to pull that inside line as the outside starts to fade with Caden Williams. As we get someone to the wall, it's Lovett. Oh, Lovett's going to hit that, and I think might lose the pack, Zach. Yeah, he will.
Yeah, he got in the wall hard there. Might have been too little room for too much track.
5 wide up the front. Go back to the front here. For a minute, we were 5 wide. Holy moly, we're pushing. In the wall goes Caden Williams. There's Jero. So they're going to keep it off, but they'll still stay in the pack. Back at the front, though, I believe it's Freeze out in front with, says check. Yeah, it's Freeze leading right now as they're still 4 wide, kind of clustered up as the pack is starting to separate. That we didn't see that in practice. There is definite pack separation.
Yeah, and pack separation means this is just going to be more of an endurance race. If you can keep it clean.
Oh, did they save it?
Saved it!
Oh, what a save. We got to get a replay of that.
Man, I think got to make it quick, though. That was insane. So
Jet 64, yep.
The space guy. You got to be careful pushing in the corners.
Yep, Space Guy gets in a jet, try to send him to space, but they save it up the hill. What a save. Let's get back to live action.
Yeah, it looks like really the faster car is starting to read ahead. We may see some kind of... Are we under yellow here?
We got a caution for that.
I thought I had a manual.
Caution's out.
Oops.
We're going to have to see what happened there. Vince Freeze, the leader. Let's go back to the replay.
Well, let's make sure. See, probably something in the... Oh, yeah, we see a lot of cars wide off pace, so... well, I forgot to make it manual yellows, but I guess this works. So I'm not really sure what happened or who happened.
It's like it's the 101 of...
Team style. It was bound to happen. Those guys were racing so aggressive. And
Ian Styles, let's see what happens. No, it's probably a good thing we have regular cautions on, because, oh, that is a... Oh, my. Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Webb.
Helicopter here. Go slow-mo.
Yep, Ian Styles gets kind of caught in the middle there of Moonman. Moonman really doesn't have anywhere to go, and he pushes up into Styles in the Webb, and a Constantine right there.
Then right down.
They saved it for a second. Yeah, it did, and then right there, Moonman got into the, who was that? 83?
Yeah, 83, and then it's just all bad from that. Oh.
That looks like Styles goes, Monaco avoids. Yeah, they're just kind of... Oh, it's 51, I'm sorry. Brock Nelson.
Yeah. There's nowhere for Messi to go, or Webb, or none of those guys. So we'll have to see if they're still in the race, but this is going to be some good laps led for that 11 car. Start off his season with some bank in from points, so there's your DNFs.
Moonman, yep, Moonman.
sure those other guys are probably going to call it soon. Ryan Little coming out of pit road with damage.
As always, we do have DQs on. If we are slow, we will evaluate as the race goes on a restart.
Yeah, this looks
Top
like 07.
Top speed was
77.
about 192 miles per hour. So if you're within about 175, we'll give it to you. Anything lower, we'll have to start watching for sure.
Yeah. But yeah, it looks like 07. Unfortunately, second year in a row he gets involved in a crash, but he isn't out, so he might still be able to have something. But I think right now, I don't think anyone has any huge damage that would cause them to be too far back, but keep an eye on it.
Let's get a top 10 rundown, courtesy of Zach. Let's go for it, Zach.
All right, so we got in first place Vince Freeze in the 11, leading his first laps this season, and Azrael Dreamer, the 75, and then running third is Jeremy Frey in the 3. Running fourth is Shred in the 40. Shred in the 73, running racing forward. Then fifth place, the highest running Pontiac, Zigzagoon, and then in sixth place is Craig Pockris in the 46. Seventh place, Some Dan, who was almost got wrecked there earlier, and then eighth place is Potato Boy in the 99, and then ninth place is Melinda Jones, 58, and then 10th place is Space Guide, who is also part of that pretty magnificent save on lap 2, rather.
Thanks for the rundown, Zach. Real quick, guys, we're about to start. We're going to get this pace lap sped up here with the magic of television. Vince Freeze will lead us here. Dremmer on the outside. Should be interesting. This is our first restart. Initial start, it looked like Thunder Gaming got in there. He got there to the line first. So the outside does have a little pull, but the inside did come back into 1-2. And considering Army Digital has a longer restart zone than most tracks, it doesn't really matter who gets to jump. Usually the inside lane can get cooked on the outside with the middle. Someone who's in third or fifth, let's say, or even like someone like Shred, can bounce up the top and get a momentum. Zach, real quick here, we saw a lot of people hit that wall in the beginning. Do you think we see a couple more hit the wall before we go back to green here?
At least a couple more, because these guys are really pushing it. There's only so much room on the racetrack, and rather than backing out, some like to hit the wall. And you've seen what happened to the 72 and the 85. They fell back quite a bit and lost a ton of spots, and they're outside the top 25 after running up in the top 10 most of the first part of this race. So they're definitely at a disadvantage now, especially in the back. They got their work cut out for them, and who knows how many wrecks we're going to see. And yeah, that's interesting. Also, keeping in mind, we may see this race end under yellow, seeing I forgot to. Well, I don't know. Might. It's a very slim chance we may see this race end under yellow due to the fact I turned it on instead of using manual, but I will try to evade that at my best ability.
It's hard, Zach. That's just going to happen sometimes, man. But so far, it's been a great racing. Only a couple laps in, we saw it. Pace car is going to make that really hard left turn. Little skids right there from the pace car. But it's all good. Vince Freeze, Dremmer. Both guys looking for some momentum. Freeze off a bad finish. Dremmer looking to just stay consistent. He also had a bad finish, 38th and 39th in points respectively. Looking to see if they can gain some momentum. Into the Xbox restart zone we go again for the second time. It's going to be Vince Freeze accelerating out of the box hard as we go back to green with Dremmer with a big start.
Yeah, it looks like Freeze spun his tires quite a bit there, allowed Jeremy Frey to get ahead there.
Looks like Frey is looking to outside as Ponkris has to start watching the wall. We'll be wall watching, as they like to say, throughout this first lap up the green. As Dremmer, though, has a nice lead, Vince Freeze is going to use that middle lane with help with Shred to try to pull. Four wide back there is Monster, our pole sitter. He's starting to get a little bit spicy back there. As they are starting to fan out 4 or 5 wide now, this is where we can get dangerous.
Yeah, and there's Melinda Jones on the bottom.
Freeze with a good run. Oh,
they couldn't save it.
Oh, that's a big one. That's a massive one. That's the big one here at Aubrey.
Big one here at Army Digital. Oh my god.
God. We got Messi on his lid. Messi on his lid, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, Messi was, if not almost on his lid there. That is definitely the.
Oh no, it's the 55. I'm sorry. I'm used to seeing Messi in the 5.
Yeah,
Who is the
Messi was involved though, unfortunately. Ryan
Cole?
Cole.
Ryan Cole. Let's go. Oh yeah, 63. It's Dan who couldn't avoid the. He avoided the first one, but his luck ran out.
Yeah, what happened there? It looked like Frank Chilton got into him, got into Tanker,
Oh yep.
and right into the guy who almost cost him a race before. And Ryan Cole in the
Cole.
55. Waiting for the go this bridge, and then
The tower here. Yep. Tower bridge.
Williams and McKello, nice save there. Nice for Monaco too. And then looks like most everyone avoids it. Then Gorse nowhere to go. Jet
Little in there. Yep.
Ryan Little in his debut, nowhere to go. Matthew Hill, Byron Webb.
Here's Messi.
Messi with a huge hit there. And then Rubino Gonzalez, who just got involved in that massive wreck. Up in the
front
air.
flipped them. Wow, what a shot that is.
Yeah. Heavy hit there.
Oh, and he goes X Games style, flipping 360 almost, like a half 180, but he does two, so 360 on his front flip. Wow, it's a front side 360. Then does a barrel roll down the banking. Does he land on all fours, or does he stay side up?
Yeah, either way, he's out of the race. Not that much. Then Tattenhall, I think, still in it. Yeah. Take a look at it full speed on TV1, see if get a better angle. Definitely got the worst of that.
Yep, here comes Ryan Cole, a little onboard here, TV1 angle. You see some Dan just minding his P's and Q's next to Monster, and the wreck starts.
Frank Chilton.
More to go.
Nice save by Matt and B, too.
Monaco, what a swap. Let's go on board with Monaco, too. We'll do that, too, after this. That was crazy. And you can see the little X Games style flip. Then he hits the barrel roll and graciously on his roof. Yeah, let's go Eric Monaco. Let's go with the driver camera here. Let's go replay it back. That was a pretty wicked save. Watch this. On board Eric Monaco in the Ally 48. Sees the wreck and coming. Down. Double avoidance. Great move by Monaco on his spotter right there.
Yeah, McKello, we were just talking about, he's got quite a bit of damage, but yeah. There's Webb. He's stuck on the track. He's going to probably go to the garage, have to get a tow truck in.
Yeah, let's go to the leaderboard right here. We're going to go to the leaderboard. Let's see who's in the top 10. Looks like Freeze did not lose the lead. We got a lot of accidents. Oh, yeah, Webb's
this
probably
is going to be a huge point today for Freeze, for sure.
And Dremmer, too. He was right next to him in point. Those two guys are
leading laps will get points. But yeah, that's going to take out quite a lot of cars.
Go. Zach, let's do it, man. Go with the retirement rundown right here. Who retired?
Caden is going to be the last running car in 29th. He probably is going to be off pace a little bit, so he may be in danger of getting DQ'd. 30th, unfortunately, out of the race, Bruno Gonzalez, Dan, Matthew Hill, Byron Webb, pretty much about to call the tow truck there. Ryan Cole, Nimrod, Jet 07, or no, Jet 64 in the 07, and Ryan Little in their debut, unable to finish, and then Santa Messi and Brock Nelson were involved in that accident, and all of which are out of the race. And a few of them were able to save it still in the race. Mikel Guerrero, no hood, so he's in danger of getting DQ'd as well, but maybe he can get a run going with some of the guys in the backdraft. So hopefully he can get something going.
Yep, and we're just going to make sure Brian Webb made it to the pits real quick before we go back to green. Just look at Webb. The chat is blinking. Let's see if he made it back. Yeah, he should be good. And if he does try to come back on the track, he will be DQ'd. We can tell he is definitely off the pace. So
yeah, I don't think he's going to come back on the track. He's done. Let's see, where are we at on the racetrack?
Any lap cars, Zach? I think we're good, right?
Yeah, I think we're good. I mean, there's some guys that definitely have to watch out for, but we'll see if they can make it.
All right. We'll go back to green. No need for a top 10 rundown. It's pretty much the same. If not, someone went to 10th to 4th. Nothing crazy. That restart was kind of weird. We saw Vince Freeze kind of get jumped at the start. Then he used the aero draft with the outside line of 2, make his way. And then Dremmer kind of had the start, and he followed back to 2nd. So these two guys playing some games in the restart. What do you expect here on this restart? First off, can we make it a lap? And number 2, do we start thinking, is it 5 wides really the danger zone between 5th on back?
5 wides certainly are the danger zone, if not 4 wides. Guys pushing it in the corner. I don't think we're done with the yellows, but I think that was definitely the one that took out most everybody. So we're down to 29 car field. It's definitely going to be pretty spotty. I think we could see some people break away from some drafts here and there in the field, possibly split, keeping that in mind.
Yeah, it's going to be Vince Freeze and Dremmer once again leading us back to green. Like Zach said earlier, great run for both of these guys looking to get back in the points chase. And like I said, we have a long season ahead. We'll get to the playoffs when those guys at Paulus, Fogelman, and them start taking over. But it's not about the playoffs today. It's all about winning at Armory Digital Super Speedway. Vince Freeze and Dremmer, once again, we'll go back to the Xbox restart zone. Did Freeze learn how to spin the tires again? Does he actually do it? Or does Dremmer once again capitalize on it? We'll find out in a couple seconds. Back in the Xbox restart zone for the third time tonight as we go back Green Flag Racing here at Armory Digital Super Speedway.
Yeah, not as near as much aggression on this start as I think the only thing we've seen is Jeremy Frey try to get a little aggressive there, but other than that, these guys are pretty chill now, finding out that if you're too aggressive on the start, you might not finish the race. So
it's like the 4 looks like, who is that? 4's looking low.
Frank Chilton. Or not,
Chilton, yep, Chilton. Yeah, the Wolf. Motorsports back to the 99 coming in. Yeah, Frank Chilton has been aggressive. I mean, he caused partially that wreck with Dan. We'll see if he tries to do some crazy move here with Shred. I don't think so. I think they're starting to space out, like Zach said.
Ooh, Chilton going in deep right there.
Shred.
Send. Shred. Jeremy Frey, Pox, Cozart, Genghis Khan. Oh, they're around. They could not survive.
Yeah, that's another big one. And it's going to be Vince Freeze leading once again back to the start-finish.
Points day for him. And defending race winner Pox Cozart. It's like he just got spun there, but unfortunate. He did get tagged.
Anyone else off the pace we can DQ, we'll find out as well. Let's just look at the intervals.
Definitely.
Maybe the 25. That 6 seconds in one lap, that's definitely... Yeah, that's got to be DQ'd. We'll have to DQ him because that's too slow. 6 seconds, you're going to average 20 to go. You're basically 30 miles per off the pace. That's going to be a DQ for the night. Let's check that replay.
Yeah. All right. So really, Pox got the worst. Well, he didn't get the worst of that, but he was definitely almost able to avoid it. Everyone was trying to get out of that 5 wide situation. It just wasn't going to happen. And then with all these wrecks happening, all these guys filling out the field, we're going to have a really a dash with a few laps to go. But
5 wide gone wrong, and this time it was just once again Chilton clearing, and Pox Koza, our points leader, I believe our points leader, just couldn't get out of it. Let's go TV1 here.
Anthony McClure was given a push to Jeremy Frey. That might have been what caused our incident here.
Oh yeah,
right into Pat Miller.
Oh, Shred. Did Shred avoid that? Wow.
Yeah, right into the 99, 88.
The grass tracking and the dog tracking in the grass there, you see?
Yeah. Watch the 88. I think everyone else went okay. I don't think we're going to see any or many DNFs here. See the on track by the 1888.
Looks like Miller saved it. Matt MV does a little MVing, as I like to say. ATVing, but
why are they 5 wide to the yellow? Goodness.
See if they think they settled that in.
No, it doesn't look like it, but
did they settle it out? Yeah, they settled it out.
I guess not by a lot, but they did. Sure enough. But the 99 I think got the worst of that. Definitely got some hard hits there. 43 might have to.
Kozar too. Yeah, he's got to retire. It's too slow.
Yeah, 43. Michael Guerrero. Yeah, it's Potato Boys coming off pit road. That was a concern for him too.
We'll DQ to 43, but everyone else in the 25, obviously. Everyone else, I think we're going to pass. Kozar will have to watch too. He suffered a lot.
He just got really spun there. I don't think he lost a lot. Really, Potato Boy and McClure maybe. We'll keep an eye out for sure. Unfortunate for the 43. He'll probably. We're gonna go ahead. We're gonna wait a lap. I don't want to risk it here.
No. Wait a lap. Absolutely. Get these guys all filed in. Zach, it's obvious tonight that 5 wide is not the answer, but one thing is for certain: Vince Freeze still being the big beneficiary of this as he likes these caution laps.
Yeah, every lap led is a point, and I don't think he's led every lap. Well, he might have, but if he hasn't, that's at least 10 bonus points. And if he leads the most laps, which I think is like 14 or 15, at least, that was another 10-point bonus if he's able to do that. And then pole sitter monster gets a 10-point bonus as well for starting pole. It's just in case he DNFs, but right now both of them in the inside the top 10. This could be a good points there for both of them, and we could see. I don't think we're going to see Pox Kozart return to the point leader unless he's able to get back here up front. But we'll definitely see.
Let's just make sure 25 and 43 are in fact DQ'd and have brought it down. Obviously, 25's down, 43. Let's see. Has he brought it down pit road?
Yeah, tough break for those guys.
Nimrod, yeah, and
They weren't having a great start to their season. Specifically, Caden didn't get a good finish, so he's going to have to really rebound.
Well, Zach, we're down to about 20 good cars left. Basically, half the field is wiped out. What are you expecting here? Do we actually finally get a lap of green, or are these guys still have not learned their lesson?
Well, you know how it usually works. After a race, after all the guys that don't know how to race wreck themselves out, it usually starts going clean and green. When we see that, I think it's either going to be this or the next. It might be this stint. We may see another wreck, but we'll have to watch for it for sure. So I'm going to go ahead and pace under.
Yeah, we should have 15 laps to go before we get back to green, I believe, or 16, something like that. 15, 16 laps to go. So no need for a top 10 rundown. It's pretty much the same front row, except Chilton has now moved. And Chilton's been the most aggressive today. What do you think of, or excuse me, today? What do you think of Frank Chilton, man? Is he really thinking boomer bust here in race 2, or is this just product of super speedway racing in Armory?
Yeah, definitely some. We did. This is only 2 races in for sure, but they definitely they got their eyes on the prize. I'll say that much.
Yeah, looks like everyone's just manning their P's and Q's. We'll watch Nimrod just writing this stuff down. We'll watch Nimrod, and you said McClure, right, Zach? McClure will be the 2 that we'll check.
Nimrod's already out, and then McClure.
I think Nimrod. I did that.
Potato Boy.
Kozart, excuse me.
Well, I don't think he's going to be a big concern. I don't think he got much damage there. But Potato Boy and Matt MV Shred, maybe. And Shred's up front, so he might not get a good start, but we'll see if he can keep the draft.
All right, pace car makes that hard left turn.
Yeah, watch that top lane real close.
Yeah, we're going to watch the top lane of the restart, Zach, as always. Vince Freeze will lead us back to green again. As for the 4th time tonight, excluding the start of the race, where you're going to go into that Xbox restart zone. Does Freeze not spin his tires, or does he keep an even start? We're in the zone. He goes. We're green flag racing.
Yeah, that top lane is just, you get that little hump off that corner and give such a run to that top lane. It's just a disadvantage for that bottom lane. As Frank Chilton might just be raw pace as well, carrying in from their Sox car.
Yeah, it's funny. We used to have a joke that Frank Chilton would have no luck, but he had the most raw pace, and he's definitely shuffled Freeze out. Someone almost in the wall, but this one's Zach. Zigzagoon, but this one's that. I think we are actually starting to see a little separate. I don't know if we're going to get that wreck now. We'll see, but it looks like the good car. Oh, the back might wreck. That'd be something.
It doesn't look like it. Watch these guys up front. Oh, Dreamer, Freeze. Man, they like doing it right here. Jones, if they can get through this lap, I think they're good.
I think they're good. Yeah, they somehow kept it clean and cool, but up front they're going 4 wide. It's not over yet. It's Pockrish in the middle.
Man, it is not over yet. Oh man. Oh, Melinda in the wall. Oh, Craig. Oh, they couldn't make it.
Oh, that's the big one. That's another big one.
And Jeremy Frey, Pulsar Monster, is just like that.
Monster's done.
They couldn't keep it clean. Craig with a huge
hit. My! Let's see that on Craig. Oh my goodness!
That's gonna take Freeze out, but he's got cushion with those laps he led. But definitely,
And Dremmer, yeah, both of those good. Oh, Freeze kind of.
Yeah, a little bit of damage for sure. Rear end in front. Oh, Dreamer. Man, Melinda. Man, God, a lot of these guys, they had a lot of raw good speed there.
Anyone else who didn't get up to speed? We'll have to also DNQ. We'll have to find out. Let's see what happened to.
Most of these guys are going to call it probably. But yeah, it looks
Monster tough break. Yep.
I think what happened was there was just no room. Shred pushing 46 in the corner.
Pocris and watch this has to be at least 35 G forces here on the. Oh yeah.
Clifton. Oh man. And
Tremor take the worst of that. Yeah. Oh, there's Monster.
Those guys really save it, but with a ton of damage to the 58, 83. And 833, if he does not continue, I'm going to have to DQ or DQ him. But yeah, this may leave Tufty Terror in the lead in the 93. So as unexpected as it doesn't look like those guys are going to continue. And last running car is those guys the guy who led those laps. He might be a little off pace. Vince Freeze. We'll have
to watch those guys. Looks like everyone else is pretty clean.
Yeah, but out of the race now. For sure, 33, 75, 46, 58. I still have to wait for looping to know for sure, but I think
83 is coming.
Yeah, he's going to call it here. Yeah, he's done for the day, probably. Then.
Someone else came down, too. Someone else came down.
We'll have to go to that camera, see. Him and looks like
someone
72.
Else.
Yeah, 72. Then a few other guys in pit road damage. 50.
Yeah, they're going to have to be DQ'd. Yep. They don't come back.
Yep.
At this point now, man, we're starting to get into the point of no return. There might be like 5 cars left with no severe damage.
That would definitely be a repeat of most Army Digital races I've done, but no surprise there.
58's back on track. That's
Wait, really? They don't think they're not back on track.
Nah, I think we better just DQ them just to make sure, because you never know.
72. Keep an eye on them.
That's going to be a kept an eye. 83 should not be out there. No, that needs to be that's DQ'd. Yeah, no, 83 is going to have to be DQ'd, because we saw how slow he was just entering the pits, and that's 72 we'll keep an eye on, but 83 took a hard lick. He's going to have to go. But that should do it. I think we're going to have 21 cars left, maybe 20.
Yeah, competitively, I think maybe 15 competitive. Fox is still in it with some good speed, looks like. He's able to cover from that, but other than that, these guys are hit hard.
Looks like we're good, man. I think everyone's good. No one's DQ.
We'll have to do it next time around.
I think let's do a top 10 rundown. Everything's good. Let's do it. Zach, top 10 rundown, and then we'll get it going.
All right, Tufty Terror 93. He's in his second full-time season, running for Ronnie Racing. And then not really much else to be said there. He got 1 win. That's about it. And then 02, only Toyota in the entire sanctioned series. That's Jack Ross. He hasn't made a lot of noise, but he's Toyota's only entry, so that's pretty much all there is to be said. And then Frank Chilton, he's definitely made some noise today. He's in his rookie season, second race in this series, running for Wood Brothers. And then fourth place is Eric Monaco in the 48. Run for Trackhouse, also in his rookie season. And then Alex Tanker ran a few races last year, ran okay. He's, again, having a good run today. And then Zig Zagoon, same situation as 85. Just haven't really had the consistency they need, so they're hoping to get that going. And then LJ Toledo, rookie, Shred, kind of same situation, seeing a lot of underdogs up here. And then Genghis Khan, watch for him. He won the last race the NCCRS ran here. He may try to go back-to-back. And then Matt MV, another rookie, trying to get his name made.
Yeah, we'll make it 11 to go at the restart. And like Zach said, we're down to like 15 competitive cars. So now the field is thinning out. Usually when the field thins out, you'd think the aggression goes lower, but with basically 10 laps to go, a lot of people have forced the issue. We may not be done wrecking. Tufty Terror, he'll take us back to the restart zone here. And I think the 02, Zach, that Toyota of Jack Ross, he's going to have the advantage, right? All night we've seen the outside lines propel.
Yeah, the only problem is he's the only Toyota in the field. He doesn't have any manufacturing. But we'll see we'll see what Eric Monaco has underneath that 48. So we'll see what he thinks.
Yeah, now when you get to the end of the race, this is good for the fans' perspective. We don't talk about this a lot, we do it in this Cup Series, but in the CCRS, you got to think these guys are inexperienced at restarts. The outside lane, especially the fourth car and the third car on the inside, those guys are the real heroes per se to get a win, especially on a late restart. So Monaco and Chilton, they'll kind of dictate this restart. And if they can get good pushes, you could be surprised if Ross starts pulling a little bit. Now, Zach, real quick before we go back to green, do you want to be leading on the last lap? I mean, the way the cautions have been flowing, we may get a one-lap dash.
If you don't got if you got I really say I think so. If you're leading on the last lap and you can defend, that's not the worst place to be. Fourth place in the last lap, yeah, you're not really looking too good. But yeah, unlike Daytona, Talladega, I think that unlike Daytona, I think these guys can hold them off for at least a lap, and we'll see how it goes. But
let's get back to it. Fifth restart of the night into the restart zone, Xbox restart zone where you're a green flag racing.
There's Jack Ross in 02, gets just that good start. 48 spun the tires.
Yep, Chilton spun him, but he's starting to come back now with help. Here comes the 04. That's Toledo. Does he stay in line? Yep. 88 makes a move. Now we're starting to really get back up to speed. Chilton goes low for second or Terra, excuse me. That's Jack Ross in the only Toyota. Does he get left out to dry? We'll find out. Looks like everyone's playing pretty consistent, just 3 wide for the most part. No 4 wide here. Oh, there, just spoke too soon. There's the first 4 wide of this restart. It's the 05.
You're really seeing only maybe 10 cars that are competitive up here. 48 really heavy side drift in that 04 for second place.
Yeah, it looks like everyone's starting to use the momentum. They're starting to figure out, especially on this front stretch where you have that little kink right there. The outside starts to prevail as they're really close with Monaco and Toledo. My goodness. Got to watch the wall rides here. We still haven't had that in a while, but could happen as we complete our first green flag lap of the night, which seems like forever. Frank Shaw on the outside would help with Eric Monaco. Does he have the help? Yeah, Ross is going to start going. Ooh, 3 wide now. Chilton's going to have the run. Monaco ditches the run. Now Monaco's going to look, but does he have any help on the outside? No. It's like Frank Chilton will lead as they continue 3 and 4 wide back there. It's now 4 wide for second. Monaco's going to get shoved up with Ross. Who's the 88?
Matt MV.
MV back into the lead here, trying to go for the lead back in the second. Chilton's going to block. We talked about raw pace with Chilton. Now he's going to learn how to block. Let's go with the spider cam with Frank Chilton right here. All right, Frank. All right, we got the 88 down low. No help. 06 coming back to you. 06, watch the top lane. 48's trying to get turned back there. Top lane's coming. 06 is there. 06 peeking. 06 peeking. Block it. 06 outside side wrap. He's looking for the side wrap. No help. Now the help's coming. 02's got there. 48 in line. You got the 93 back there. 93 by 2. 06 lost his help. 93's looking low. No help. 02's going to go low with the help. Back it up. Trail break to the 06. 06 coming back to you. Monaco coming back to you. Stay the outside. Coming back. Stay there. 02 no help. To the line. Remember that for the last lap. Okay, back to TV1. So that last lap, Zach, mark that lap down for Terror. The middle lane, if you can get a run with no help on the inside, starting to foil out for sure.
Yeah, this is definitely coming down to who has the better defense. You seen Frank Chilton was able to defend for almost 2 laps there. That was important for their season point standings. You got an extra 2 bonus points.
4 wide almost back there. Still pushing it. And Shred's starting to come back. I think we got about a solid 12 to 15. Oh, does he? No!
Saved it!
MV! ATV in right there. What a save by MV. We'll have to look at that after the race, though. We're getting too close to the end. What a save by MV.
Yeah, I think that's the second time that's happened to him. Unfortunately, it might cost him the race. But
oh my gosh, still trying to wreck here.
Yeah, man. That was a crazy save.
Yeah, MV ATVing tonight, but let's go back to the front here. Jack Ross and the Toyota still looking for that help, and he's going to get the help with Terror. Now, what does Eric Monaco do? He hasn't been put in this inside position. He's got no help. And yeah, I'm telling you, man, you have a chance to 2-car tandem out to the front. Because look what they're doing. They're two-car tandem. No one has the help behind. If you stay in line, you can make a run. That's all you need.
Yeah. 93 goes high. Man.
Numbers game matters here, especially in a super speedway race. But Jack Ross is trying to defy the numbers tonight. As they're starting to single file out, that's exactly what he's looking for, believe it or not. You don't want him getting side-by-side as the run starts to contract back. Terra's going to stay in line, be a drafting partner, and try to pull away. It's good strategy, but he'll ditch him low. Now this is the key. Where's that help coming? They're going to start to create drag right here. Does Frank Chilton come there close? No. But I think Ross is going to get help, dude, because you watch. Chilton's going to start. He's going to clear, and now they're going to set up a big run here as they start to Constantine back. Watch Jack Ross make a move at the start-finish line. He's going to time this out, wait for the last lap kind of deal. He's going to time his move with 5 to go.
And Chilton does not have a lot of patience. It's definitely something to watch.
There's Frank, exactly, Frank. But there's the Ross, Chilton and Ross. They've been working well on that restart. They're going to go to the front. And Terror's not going to have to help as he thought he would, but he will get the outside natural run with the kink right here. Yeah, I'm just telling you, that outside natural run makes a difference, but it's not enough. Jack Ross will lead to the line. But Frank Chilton, we talked about raw pace, Zach. He's going to take the lead with virtually no help. That's incredible.
Yeah, a little bit from Alex Tanker. Mostly Ford's up here in that one Toyota.
Toledo's coming back there. Toledo's starting to make his run. Zig-Zig, as I like to call him in the 06. Zagoon, but I call him Zig-Zig. He's starting to make his move. Looks like top 6 had the best cars. It's just really where's the help coming? And that accident with MV, a near accident with MV, has kind of split the pack up. Let's go to the back of the pack real quick. Oh, Toledo 4. Whoa.
Oh, man. Big save by Toledo.
Toledo started. Yeah, you know what? Forget the back of the pack. This is looking really dicey now because now they're starting to drag the pack back. We're going to come to 4 laps to go. Now the pack's starting to come back and sniff it. This is where the race could get on.
Race is going to be official come 3 to go.
Toledo's going to still look for second, but he has no help on the inside. Watch this inside line right here. It's going to lose a lot of momentum with no help. You see it right here. Watch this. Bang.
Ooh, he's way down there.
And just bang. Hits that little bit of the blue paint right there on the apron. Just lost. Oh, almost. Zig-Zig. And Miller almost made contact. Terra's going to get a big help run here. Now does Terra do a crossover? No. Ross says, I'm going to ditch him. I'm going to give a little slingshot push. Now the pack's starting to Constantine up. Here comes Eric Monica looking 4 wide. He's trying to make his way. He was one of the fast cars after MV kind of sloshed him out. He's looking to slush his way back to the front, though. Frank Chilton using the air block as Ross goes high for momentum, trying to take the lead here and keep the lead with now coming to 3 to go.
Look who's back up here, 72. He was involved in one of those wrecks. He was in danger of getting DQ'd. Now here he is running for a top 5.
72 definitely defying the odds. That'd be something here. Great story. But right now it's Frank Chilton. Look at this run. Watch Ross, Zig, and Toledo. Zig goes low. Oh, someone on the apron back there.
Man, gotta go back. Let's see. If we're yellow, the race is official, but...
No, I think he saved it. It might have been the 1 that's Clifton. But anyway, we're back to 4 wide. 4 wide. It's going to be Ross and Chilton. Now, who has the help, though? Chilton's going to get the help on the outside. Ross has no help. He'll take the lead for a second. But with no help, this is where you want to be, that outside line coming to the white flag because... Oh, but Terra goes a little high. Does that give Ross the clearance? No, but Chilton's going to get a big run here. Does he have enough momentum? Does he time it right? If this was the finish, I think Chilton timed it right.
Yep.
He didn't get the win there. I think Ross got it by .001, but he definitely can time it right there. Now, Toledo looks low. Oh, do they save it?
Oh, they do, but that's going to kill their run.
No run. Now this is Frank Chilton to lose. Look at this.
Down to the 3 of them.
It might be a 3-horse race. Zig's going to look low. Does anyone have enough time to get back there? I don't know, man. They keep dicing it up. I think the only one could be Shred, and Shred has no help. They're going to need a hell of a run right here. Let's stay on the leader, Zach. Zig Zagoon. The 05, and there's Jeremy Frey. He might have been the one to save it. Anyway, Frank Chilton, the fastest car tonight. Does he bring it home as they go to the bell lap? Armory Digital Super Speedway. Frank Chilton leads, but we lead the last lap.
Next lap ends the next flag. Or wait, well, this is going to be official.
Zagoon looks so low, but that's not enough help. In fact, I think Frank Chilton needs this. Unless Zagoon gets help right now, they're not going to make up a 1.2 second gap between 3rd to 4th. Frank Chilton needs to block Zagoon with no help. They might have even tried to wreck again. Frank Chilton down the backstretch in his number 4 Ford. To keep it going, yes. Zagoon is still battling the 85. Frank Chilton entering 3 and 4 here. Frank goes up the track, going to get a little run. No help on back. It's going to be Frank Chilton off the final corner down the front stretch. Is going to win, it looks like, here at Armory Digital Super Speedway for race number 2 of the NCCRS here at Armory Digital. It's Frank Chilton bringing it home today in Armory.
Jack Ross able to recover with a 4th place finish.
Yeah, that's just tough break for Jack Ross. I mean, he was looking to defy the odds there, just got a little contact with Terror, and that pretty much terrorized his race, unfortunately. But Frank Chilton, what can you say, Zach? Fastest car all night. Knew how to control the lanes and did his job.
They're saying the same Frank Chilton we've seen in socks for sure. Raw pace, but found some luck here. We'll definitely have to keep an eye on him, and a good points day as well.
Yeah, Frank Chilton definitely going to bring it home with the points. I don't know about points lead, but definitely a good points day will move him up to the top, maybe 10 in points. Good runs for, like I said, Ross out there. Really good run by 72. I mean, he was pretty much shotgun last on that last restart. And give it a call to Miller. I think he almost got involved in the red. The last guy in the lead laps we forgot that they never got there, so that was perfect right on time for reason the 16 there. They were fine. I think it was Zach. Overall, pretty good race, man. Your final thoughts here of this Armory Digital race, back-to-back super speedway. So we definitely have a shuffle fest.
Yeah, it was this is really not much else to say. It was everything was there to be expected. A little bit more wrecks than was expected. That 4 car was aggressive, man. I think he caused about 2 wrecks and saved it twice to win that race. And sure enough, he was able to be there when it counted when the O2 got loose on the bottom a couple laps ago.
Yep, Frank Chilton said, keep your friends close, but your enemies closer. We'll see if he can keep his friends closer as we go into race 3. I'll be back with Dripsy. Zach, what is race 3 again to let the fans know where we're going next?
Auto Club.
We'll see you guys at Auto Club for race 3 in sunny California. Myself and Dripsy will be there with Zach on camera. For all of us here at the NCCRS, we would like to say thank you, Washington, for the hospitality. Thank you, Armory Digital, for a great race. And that's it. We are signing off for tonight. Goodbye, everybody.